Attorney Jonathan Elson, reminding you that if you've been injured in an auto accident, it's important to have somebody on your side. When you need a lawyer,
then you need Nelson.
This afternoon, the Nevada Judicial Discipline Commission held a hearing to determine whether Michele Fiore's suspension is still warranted following the presidential pardon. During the hearing, Fiore's lawyer, Paola Armeni, stated that it was not warranted due to the pardon.
This was an unconditional full pardon by the President of the United States, who exercised his authority pursuant to our United States Constitution.
Armeni also argued that the suspension extension was outside of the Commission's jurisdiction, since the pardon crimes were prior to her becoming the Justice of the Peace.
I submit to this Commission, and I want to read a quote. Quote, "The Commission only has jurisdiction over misconduct committed while serving as a judge. Therefore, the Commission could not pursue alleged infractions committed in a previous capacity." End quote. This was an official statement by the Judicial Discipline Commission back on June 19th of 2019 to the Nevada Current, when asked whether the Judicial Commission would take action against some judges that were former prosecutors and their behavior while they were a prosecutor. The Commission went on to say, "Bar Counsel, the ABA is not the law in Nevada." Quote, the Commission responded. So the Commission itself has put out that they do not have jurisdiction when somebody is not a sitting judge. NRS 1.440 subsection 2B talks about the Commission's jurisdiction as a result of an act or commission that occurs on and after the date on which the judge enters upon the duties of office. So why is this important? Because the 6-month period that is subject to all the documents that you have received that are supposed to be important to this matter today are based on conduct that occurred July 2019 through February of 2020, a 6-month period. At that time, Michele Fiore was an elected political official, and as we know, political officials are not subjected to the judicial rules of the judicial canons. The judicial canons would not have applied to Michele Fiore in July of 2019 and February of 2020. There is nothing before this commission about her conduct as a judge.
The Commission then went into a private session to deliberate. Following the hearing, News 25 obtained an exclusive interview with Fiore about the hearing.
So the story is we're in limbo until the Judicial Commission comes back with their decision. I mean, if you heard my attorney, Paola Armeni, argue, she hit every key point, and they talked about letters, that they received. What we were given 6 negative letters, and we know they received 100 positive or maybe more. So, it's a waiting game now, because when they cut the public off, they cut us off too.
So if you were pardoned by the President of the United States, why is this hearing even taking place? And I would just like to hear your answer on that, and that's why I posed that question.
2 words: because they can. They're the Judicial Commission, and they can have a hearing. You are correct, and a lot of folks don't realize this, but besides the full pardon that is unconditional, number one, there was never ever a sentence, nor will there ever be, nor was there ever any judgment entered by the courts. So in order to have a conviction of any sort, 2 things have to happen, which is a sentencing and the entering of judgment, which none has prevailed, nor will it. And so basically I'm at their mercy, and I'm just hoping everyone does the right thing and I get back on my bench, and that's it.